In an industry where bringing stakeholders together and facilitating both the communication and the monitoring of actions in flight operations represents the key to unlocking the full potential of the digital revolution in aviation, AvioBook Base is the cornerstone of that process. Initially designed to enable effective management of AvioBook Flight, Base now represents a multi-purpose tool that is simultaneously an EFB Administration portal and a dispatch monitoring tool. Base is an intuitive support for those working in the OCC. Integrated, interactive, and robust, AvioBook Base has grown from an EFB management tool to a key element in any digital flight operation. Base, as the administrative counterpart to AvioBook Flight, Cabin, and Tech, is a foundational tool in your digital operations. It has been developed with a focus on the end-user experience and the practical benefits to the way your teams work. Improving information flow, reliable records, and monitoring capabilities ensures that when incidents occur, you are able to reconstruct the chain of events, improving reaction times and safety. With the ground informed in real time of changes and having the same data as the flight crews at their disposal, you'll be able to better support their decision making, all while reducing communication costs. Never before has it been so easy to talk directly with your teams. AvioBook Base doesn't just focus on each individual flight, but provides your teams with a fleet-wide overview. AvioBook Base is the perfect administrative support to your teams and third-party systems. Data can be easily and automatically shared and your own records enriched, since everything undertaken on the devices is timestamped, recorded, and traceable in a digital archive. The AvioBook Base timeline is the first thing your dispatchers will see. It is a simple and interactive summary of the current situation across the fleet. With its handy color coding, users can see in an instant what the status is of data sharing. If you need more details, a handy sidebar provides key information about flight times, fuel, and OFP history. Recognizing that each flight involves multiple different elements that your teams need to keep track of, Full Flight presents this information in easy-to-use tabs. From the status of submissions sent through by pilots, through to the full briefing and OFP package. With the Globe tab, teams on the ground can compare the current weather situation with the planned route. Flightbox in AvioBook Base is the hub of open and clear communication with the flight team. Built around rules defined by the airlines, you can ensure that those in the cockpit and the cabin have the right documentation and messages to fulfill their responsibilities, whether text, images, or PDFs. The mandatory reading function allows you to track if the necessary information has been consulted. Flightbox is a concrete example of how AvioBook facilitates communication across your operations. With sometimes hundreds of devices to monitor and control, AvioBook Base provides you with a single space to ensure that they are all powered, up to date, and equipped with the right software versions. Organizing the key documentation your teams need, providing them with the latest versions, and notifying them when updated are all made easy through the library section of AvioBook Base. Whether in PDF or HTML format, administrators can set fleet-specific rules to ensure the data gets in the right hands. AvioBook Base is designed to ensure that operations have the best overview of what is happening across the fleet, including its technical status. With all aircraft in the fleet identified alongside a summary of the existing defects, due checks, and operational limitations, it doesn't take long to get a grasp of the situation. In this portal, EFB Administration becomes a walk in the park. Administrators are able to upload, organize, and establish those rules that will guide the management of the EFB environment across the airline. Globe is the perfect situational awareness tool that ensures operations can track everything that is happening across the fleet. With interactive weather layers, they can evaluate the impact of phenomena on flight paths and recommend improvements. As a visual representation of what is happening, an immediate and accurate appraisal can be made with icons, color coding, and alerts. Thanks to our alerting system, the dispatcher can anticipate various issues, such as a loss of tracking, low fuel, and route deviation. Integration with the ACARS messaging service provides even more detail and brings a new depth of awareness to the fuel consumption and location of the aircraft. AvioBook Base simplifies your operations with one tool covering 3 functions: dispatch, EFB administration, and an operational archive. AvioBook Base breaks down silos, facilitating the flow of data. letting you know if and when it was consulted. AvioBook Base adapts to your airline operations. From short-haul, cargo, through to long-haul international flights, it fits perfectly into the way you work. Welcome to the future of flying.